Hello, I am Sarah Millican and welcome to episode 83 of How to Be Champion Storytime Spectacular. Ta-da! We are starting the chapter. It's quite a lengthy chapter, this one. Chapter 38, How to Be a Comedian. I get asked this a lot, so I thought, here we go, let's get cracking. I regularly get asked for tips on how to start doing stand-up and how to get good at it. So this is what I've learned from doing the best job in the world for 12 years. Here we go. Being funny is not enough. You have to work hard. There is no substitute for hard work. Some okay comedians work their arses off and are more successful than lazy, brilliant ones. I used to have a framed notice on my wall that I made myself. On the left it said, "What have you done today to make you a better comedian?" And on the right, "Just work harder." And this is what you get from not from the audiobook, is that it's here. Where is it? Hold on. It's cracked, so it's not on the wall anymore. So that's it. Oh, that's my ring light, you can see, which is not for lighting my arsehole, as some might think. I hope that doesn't. I don't know if that reads backwards. I don't understand anything technical, so hopefully not. But there it is. You don't get that on the audiobook. What does it say? Okay. It might sound a bit wanky, but it worked for me. I don't believe in coasting it with a good 20 minutes. You should always be getting better, writing more and learning new things. The sign hung above my desk for many years. It was moved into my spare room, and when a comedian friend stayed once, she thought it was a dig at her. Like, if you worked harder, you'd be in a hotel, not on someone's fold-out sofa staring at a passive-aggressive sign. I've always worked hard, no matter what job I've done, but much more so now. So as when you're self-employed, it's all down to you. If you have no work next week, that's because of you. Well, it's not at the moment, it's because of a fucking virus. Yes, I am harsh too, and I also work harder when it's something I love. It's much easier then. On the other hand, I'm not someone who subscribes to the idea that if you love your job, it isn't work. It's easier, yes, and much more fun. But you still need to clock off and watch telly or lie on some grass. The attitude that work you love isn't work made me burn out, and that is no fun at all. I was told by my counsellor to take 3 months off immediately, and because I had just had to play my diary out, it was 18 months later, including a TV series, a full UK tour and a month in Australia, when I got that time off. It was messy, so yes, work hard, work really fucking hard, but it is still work, and you also need to rest when you can. The odd day off, maybe a holiday. I'd say try to find a balance, but in the first 5 years of being a comic, it's very full on. You've usually got a day job for a lot of that anyway. Rest when you can, make another day busier to preserve a full day off. I still do that now. It's really smart. Well done, past Sarah. Being nice to people, other comics, promoters, venue staff, is the only way. Some comedy clubs judge you on how nice you are to the staff as well as how funny you are on stage. So that's a good reason to be nice if you needed one, other than it's just nice to be a nice person. You know how some people need a religion and promised rewards not to be a twat? Like that. Bitterness and resentment is unhealthy and can slow down or stop your progress. Stop looking where your peers are and concentrate on your own career. Back when Time Out magazine listed loads of comedy gigs, I'd buy a copy whenever I was in London and trawl through it. A couple of times another comic would point out a name and wonder aloud, how did she get that gig? Whereas I would look and think, if he's doing that gig, he's about the same level as me. Maybe I should approach that promoter. Same info, different outlook. Be positive. It gets you a little further because being negative holds you back. No one likes moaning minis, but other moaning minis. Generating material is so important. In the beginning, for every 15 or 20 jokes you write, one will work. The more you write, the better you get. There's no magic formula, just knuckle down and do the work. The more you write and try out new jokes, the better gauge you'll be and the higher hit rate you'll have. When I was working my 10-minute set up to 20, I'd do 10 spots of new stuff all the time. Of those 10 minutes, 1 would be great, 2 or 3 would have potential but not there yet, and 7 would go in the bin. Now I have a higher hit rate, but I still often get it wrong. We never know as well as a group of people what is funny, and consistently so. Consistency is as important as funny. A joke that works every other time still needs binning. Harnessing ideas helps generate material. Every funny thought, idea, phrase, overheard snatch of dialogue, conversation you had with a friend should be written down to be tried out. A notepad is your friend. Your memory is not. I'm not even sure if my iPhone is we'll slip up there. I mean, other phones are available. I'm not even sure if my phone is my friend. I once updated my iOS and lost 6 months worth of potential jokes. I sometimes text ideas to myself to say them into the audio recorder on my phone. I sometimes text ideas to myself or say them into the audio recorder on my phone. If I'm driving and have a passenger, they will text me the joke, which often means I'll be trying to reply to a text that simply says cock blocking monkey or spider dogs. The notes should be detailed. Who knows what the cock blocking monkey joke was, but it sounds like a classic. I am addicted to stationery, so for me, carrying a notebook at all times is like a smoker having cigarettes or a child having a teddy. Harness every funny thought you have. It makes writing so much easier if you have a starting point. And that is the end of episode 83. I do hope you enjoyed it. In the comments below, why don't you tell me where you're watching from? We haven't done that in a while. I really like to know where you are in the UK. If you're abroad, where you are there. Let me know where you're watching from. I'd really like to read those. And have a good rest of the day. I hope I've cheered you up a little, made you smile. And take care of yourselves. Stay in the house. If you have to go outside, put a mask on. Wash your fucking hands. And I'll see you tomorrow. Lots of love. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hello, it's Sarah Millican here. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with all of my latest videos. Don't forget to like, pop a comment below, and why not stick around to watch a few more? I'm sure those emails or those dishes can wait a bit longer.